So I fought in Russia as an amateur, and while in Russia, I was a member of the KGB. No, I was a guest of the KGB. And one of the things they had me do, and we were there for 2 weeks, all expenses paid trip. It was just glorious. But one of the days, they sent us out to this doctor of the KGB. This man had some money. He lived out about 2 hours away from Ivanovo, which is where we were staying most of the time. And he had property right on the Volga River, the biggest river in Russia. On this property, instead of having like one giant mansion, which he had a bunch of train cars set up all over the property, but they were refurbished and heated and air conditioned. They were beautiful. They were just perfect. Loved them. So we got there and we put our stuff in the train cars. And one of the first things we did was he took us down to the Volga River, which was frozen over because it was wintertime. And his servants, I guess they were, employees, they lived on the property, but they worked for him. They had already dug 2 giant holes in the ice, and they had a net going from one side to the other side. It was really kind of cool. So we went down there, and me and the 4 teammates and 1 coach, we pulled the net up, and we caught a bunch of fish. The servants then took the fish and went to make dinner. And we didn't know they were making dinner, but that's what we ate eventually. They showed us the rest of the property, and he had this sauna on there. We got to go to this Russian sauna. As we went in this Russian sauna, it was the hottest thing I've ever stepped foot in. It was miserably hot. And he made us do three rounds. It was a 5, a 10, and a 15 minute. I think it went 15, 10, 5, but I don't remember. It was a while ago, and I've been hit a few times since then. So we went in there. We weren't allowed to wear clothes, but we were given a little felt hat to wear. So a bunch of naked dudes in this Russian sauna in the middle of Ivanovo off the Volga River wearing little felt hats. Now, while we were in there, because he was going to give us the full Russian treatment, he beat us with sticks. Eucalyptus leaves and sticks and stuff like that. And it wasn't, I say it like he beat us with sticks. He hit us with the sticks, but it wasn't it wasn't leaving marks. It was just, oh, I'm hitting you with the stick again. And he would. It was a lot of fun. Between every beating and sauna session, we got to go and jump outside where it was really cold, but the sauna was so hot, our bodies were melting. So we jumped outside and we, bare ass naked, we'd all go jump in the snowbanks. Oh, kind of cool off. Then you get a little chilly, and we have to go back in the sauna for round number 2. After the last session, and the last session was hard. I remember being like, God, I don't want to do this anymore. After the last session, we got to go down in those big holes that they caught the fish in. We got to go jump in the Volga River. So, saunaed in a Russian sauna, hotter than hell. Hey, by the way, I should have said this first. The Russian sauna didn't have a heater. It had a big fire on the other side of a metal wall. And that fire heated the sauna. It was crazy. So we saunaed. We jumped in the snowbanks. After the last session, we got to go jump in the Volga River, bare ass naked in a big ice fishing hole. And it wasn't cold. It was freezing outside, but we were so hot. We jumped. It's the only time I've done an ice bath where it didn't feel terrible. It felt good. Then we got to go back up into the little sauna room, not the hot part, but the entrance. We got redressed up. Then we went in and I had dinner, which was where we learned the fish we caught earlier was cooked up into a fish soup. And we got to eat fish soup in this Russian mansion in the middle of the woods off the Volga River. That was 1.5 days of this 2-week trip. So much happened on this trip. Where we warmed up, literally, I warmed up here. Right next to me was a cage with lions, tigers, and bears, who are 3 different cages. They were separated, but yeah. Walking to the cage, I broke my toe. This trip was so much fun. Another thing I didn't know till I was there, Russians love karaoke. Everywhere we went had a home portable karaoke machine. So me and my padre of fighters, we got to sing karaoke all over Ivanovo, Russia. At the end of it, when we were time to go back to the airport, they put us on a Holocaust train. What seemed like a Holocaust train. And then they shipped us like 9 to 12 hours on this train. I got a lot more stories coming. I'll tell you in another video, but that was the Russian sauna story. The fish soup was delicious. We all got to drink some Russian vodka together and sing karaoke. It was, if I hadn't had such a great life, that would be the pinnacle of it. But it was pretty cool all the same. Anyways, have a good night. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk again soon.